Hello, and welcome to another episode, all part of Nothing But Football. I don't know your schedule, so I will use both terms. A show where we talk about nothing but football. Today is Nothing But Football. We are touching on transfer news. If you missed part one, we were congratulating our national team, Banyana Banyana.
The winners.
Yes, on their great victory against Morocco for the WAFCON final. Or WAFCON trophy, actually. And we also touched on some transfer news. So I think that's what we will continue doing. But before we start that, I don't know, there were a lot of random things that you were saying. So I actually think let Uncle Curtis say his have your random outbursts. I think you wanted to start with Juventus. Bum-ass niggas.
Juventus is a bum-ass team, dog. These guys sold De Ligt to Bayern Munich for 80 million euros. You know how much they try to buy our defender from Gabriel Magalhaes? They come with a bum-ass bid of 30 million, dog. I don't know what this club is doing in the transfer market. I do not know why they think Juventus is trading off their name, and the name is not what it used to be.
But
it's not what it used to be.
But Juventus have lived off scraps for years. That's their whole,
Then continue going to get free transfers, but stay away from real clubs with serious ambition. They didn't make the Champions League either, no? Juventus. I think they finished 5th.
Yeah, I think it was.
Then they want to get from Arsenal one of the best performing centre backs, for 30 million euros.
No,
dog, that's like me going to Beyonce with 2 rand and saying, let's go on a date.
Okay, that is a little bit of a...
She's going to loft me out the club.
Hyperbole.
She's going to loft me out the club. Like, let's be serious. It's like going to a club and wanting to buy the baddies a bottle of, what you call this thing, Kroon, instead of Moet or Verve Rich. Dog, high quality players deserve high quality prices. And Juventus must stay in their league because they can't afford Premier League players unless they get them for free. So they must just shut up and pay because nobody said pay 80 million for Ronaldo. And then on the other thing is, Ghana had a great transfer season, man. Those guys bought all the young talent. Those guys might win the World Cup.
No, I agree.
They got young Nketiah over there. They got Inaki Williams, I think, also might be playing over there.
Fill me in, pour me juice. What are you talking about?
I think
Ghana, dog. A lot of players.
What are you talking about?
A lot of players who were playing for, wanting to play for Spain or England or whatever, have switched allegiances to Ghana. They got them all up. Inaki Williams.
Over the summer.
Yeah, Inaki Williams, Eddie Nketiah.
Yes. So the same thing as Kevin Prince Boateng. Yeah, same thing as Kevin Prince Boateng, actually. That's...
When you look at the list of names, my God.
Hudson-Odoi is one of them.
They have a lot of good players.
Lamptey from Brighton.
Okay. And I generally hope the next generation of African players that stayed in that country for long enough that they qualify for citizenship say, I need you African federations to get serious about treating administration in Africa properly, because then you'll be getting quality players and then an African team could win the World Cup. The first African team to win the World Cup is going to go down in legendary states.
But this is why I give credit to the what's his name? I think Samuel Eto'o's the first crop of the new generation, if you get me. Because he's been rather serious about, about African pride. In that particular case, it's Cameroonian pride. I mean, there was a time when Matip didn't want to come back for AFCON because he was saying he needs to concentrate on his place in Europe.
And they told him, get out of here.
Yes.
We don't want you no more. And I love that.
So that's why I'm saying there's that. I mean, there's good work being done. So I think it's going to flow through many of the federations. I don't know when we'll follow suit because, I mean, now things have gone ass down. I mean, Danny Jordan has taken another term, being quoted to say he's got unfinished business. I mean, dude, that guy's been there for so many years. What unfinished business does he have?
He's not done chowing money.
Yes, of course. He's got unfinished business. He's got to chow it one more time. Yeah, but it should be interesting. But we will touch on the other team. I know you wanted to talk about Chelsea, but we will talk about Chelsea right now, since they are the next team on the list in terms of transfers. So the players that they've brought in is Eddie Beach.
I don't know. Eddie Beach.
Yes.
Eddie Beach.
Eddie Beach. Eddie Beach is in. I don't know. There's no details about where he's from.
You know, people will call him Eddie Beach.
Eddie Beach. Raheem Sterling, who comes in from Manchester City. Kalidou Koulibaly, who comes in from Napoli, and Omari Hutchinson comes in from Arsenal.
I wonder what they promised him in terms of game time, eh?
Yeah, they probably did promise him a lot, but I'm assuming it's the same as how, from a Chelsea point of view, they're bringing back a lot of their young players. I see that Gallagher, who was on loan at Crystal Palace, is coming back. Brocha, who was at Southampton, is also being promised to come back. I think that's the reason why they haven't bought a striker.
Flip, I forgot. Just to remind you, Chelsea fans, even outside of London, we the king of London. When we gave them 4-0 in the US, we took you to a foreign land and we slutted you out and went back home.
You know what? The funny
Pre-season results.
No, weren't you happy?
Yeah. Not talk shit.
No. Virginia was out here saying it's never friendly against Arsenal. So I'm just letting people know they got slutted out in a different country.
I'm just laughing because a lot of the Chelsea fans that I know were talking smack just before the game because they were essentially implying that we've bought a lot of B-rated players and that we're not going to do anything. And then when the game ended, everyone acted like nothing happened. It was on the same day of
talk
that
shit, get banged, dog. You must be ready for repercussions.
Yeah.
Imagine being flown to the US and then getting gangbanged down there, dog. It's bad.
Okay. See, that's what happened to Chelsea, baby. I don't know.
So, I don't normally talk about, what's his name? I don't normally talk about the players who've left. But I think this time I will because Chelsea have lost a significant amount of role players. Antonio Rudiger left for free. Christensen left for free. Danny Drinkwater has been released. Charlie Masunda left. Romelu Lukaku's on a loan. So I was going to say from a Chelsea point of view, transfer-wise, how is the transfer market looking right now? And number two, do they need to still do some work?
So to me, out of the maybe starters, you lose Rudiger.
Yeah.
You're replacing him with Koulibaly. That's at least a decent replacement. The rest of the starters are still there.
Yeah.
You're losing Christensen. When was he a first choice player?
It was a good backup.
It was a good backup. That's what I'm saying. You're losing a good backup. That's where Trevor Chalobah was doing okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lukaku, you benched him the season anyway and finished third. Now you bring a Sterling in. To me, it's not bad. You still need goals from a striker or whatever. But I mean,
I think
it's not bad.
I think that's where they bring in that guy, Armando Broja,
but
did quite well at Southampton.
100%. Gallagher, Sterling. This is a team that finished third.
Yeah, but you see, the problem is,
I don't see them weaker, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't see them stronger. I think they're just quite similar. But then again, we're talking about the team that won Champions League, so that's not really that much of an insult.
I have to give it to Sterling. I see them stronger. Sterling in that lineup is a step up. Who was the other players? Pulisic, Ziyech. They never did anything.
Okay, yeah, fair.
Sterling comes with numbers.
All right. No,
they're stronger. They've strengthened that line for me.
For me, it would be interesting to see how this works out.
Sure.
Because for me, it still doesn't. I don't feel safe having Sterling, Timo Werner, and I don't know who they put. They might put a Mason Mount. As in, like in terms of top finishers, I don't see anyone.
Mount is a bit deeper. Remember, the up front has been Havertz, Pulisic.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Ziyech.
But Havertz for me is too hot and cold.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, when you're bringing in a Sterling has given you numbers since Liverpool.
Okay, so
this is a step up.
It's a consistency. All right,
it's a step up for me.
I get you.
I think they've strengthened.
No, I get you.
I see them as a stronger team.
Okay, from that point, I get you. Yeah. There's a little bit of consistency there. All right. Uncle Curtis, any final remarks for Chelsea?
It's a bum-ass team, man. I don't know what they thought they were the pride of London for a second, dog. That's a B-rate team. They forget before Abramovich they're almost out of business, dog. Don't get excited because your sugar daddy spent a couple of billions and left you deserted on an island, dog.
All right.
You know, you might be in Dubai, dog. You've done some disgusting things. We don't know what's going on.
All right. Then I think we can move. We're going to move on to Crystal Palace. They're the next team on the lineup. So they've brought in Malcolm Abue. He's from Derby County. Decent player. I actually watched some of their preseason games. Decent player. Sam Johnstone, I believe that's a great
That's a good
investment.
keeper, yeah.
Good goalkeeper. They got him for free. Cheick Doucouré is a Lens player. I think they've been touting him as a great young prospect. Cormac Austin, I don't know who that is. The one thing I've noticed that Vieira's done that seems to be significant is he's let go of a majority of the players. They've been released because a lot of them, I mean, historically we've known Crystal Palace is an old squad.
Yeah.
So a lot of the players had to leave, and Patrick Vieira has done that. So any thoughts on that? Do you think these signings are going to do anything, or are we going to be relying a lot more on the young signings from last season?
Yeah.
Nah, man, Crystal Palace will do great. I'm trusting Patrick Vieira. He didn't do too bad at Nice. He was playing in the European
Did they
League.
finish last season? I'll look on.
Right.
Though he was coaching in the Europa League, almost made the Champions League with Nice, if I'm not mistaken. So he will do good, man. He has a style of play that he wants to play. It's pretty attacking. I like it. I'm actually quite fearful for the first game of the season. They did beat us last season once, if not twice. So I'll see how it goes. He gets a couple more of his players in, brings in some of that flair. They'll be good, man. They'll be good.
And we are getting the opening game.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it should be...
Yeah, they finished 12th last season. Scored 50, conceded 46.
Considering
That's good mid-table numbers.
Yeah, but considering the amount of players he lost before the season began and the players he couldn't sign, he did a brilliant job.
Definitely.
If he gets players that he could hit top 8 if he gets what he wants. He could hit top 8.
No, agreed. It should be interesting to see.
I think outside chance of top 8, yeah.
Yeah, it should be interesting to see.
Leicester's a bum-ass team, dog. Leicester's a bum-ass team. Who's the top 8?
As in, from around that 8th position is Leicester, Newcastle.
Nah, you're not kicking Newcastle out.
Yeah.
Dog, I haven't heard any Newcastle signings yet.
We'll get to them. They did it. They did what they needed to do very early. And it's not over as well.
We
Everton should be, but...
Speaking of, we now approach Everton. Everton has just made one signing in James Tarkowski from Burnley. They've let go of a bunch of no ones. Oh, sorry. Richarlison is at Spurs. That was one player that apparently we were supposed to sign.
Nobody wanted that man.
No,
Richarlison.
They were saying that we were crying for him, and Spurs
Nobody wanted
rubbed
that
it in.
man.
But yeah,
Spurs, get one up over Arsenal. Please, be serious.
they took who was they said we wanted Yves Bissouma.
Nobody made a bid.
Huh?
Nobody made a bid.
Yeah, fair. That's what I was saying. This is all hearsay. Like everyone was saying that no, Spurs kidnapped guys. I think the only guy that they even said Perisic, we took him from Man United. Man United wanted that guy like 3 or 4 seasons ago. They're like, we took him from you guys.
Who wants
like,
pensioners though?
Hey, those Croatian pensioners work hard, bro.
I don't.
I appreciate those guys. But from an Everton point of view, signing wise, do you see them improving on their position?
Who's the manager there again?
No, they haven't, Frank Lampard.
Okay.
They haven't, and Richarlison is a good player. That's a big miss for them. So they don't have the worst squad. They should be three squads worse than them.
Yeah.
But I don't see them doing anything special.
I actually think I agree with you there. That this is just going to be another mid-season from them. This is going to actually give Frank Lampard a good opportunity to bump his reputation up.
Yeah,
Because if he does better than he did last season, if they make one signing like this, then that's gonna be a good result for him.
they won't hate him. They're angry at the ownership now.
Yeah.
So they won't hate him. So He won't lose his job
Yeah, fair. Uncle Curtis, any
unless he's in the
final
bottom
remarks?
three.
I don't.
Yeah, let's get off these bum ass teams, dog. I'm tired of these. Let's pick up the pace. These teams
Then we got Fulham. I'm not going to ask the same question of where do we see them ending up. They've signed João Paulinho from Sporting, Christian Sakuralach from Juventus, Callum McFarlane, we don't know where, Andreas Pereira, and Mana Solomon.
and they might get Bert Lelo for 8.
Yes.
It'll be a decent transfer season from the names I heard there.
Yeah. I mean, Fulham is trying to come back. You don't get flashy players. You get, I think, squad players will benefit them more. Yeah.
That's the first transfer I'm seeing from a like top 6 into the league.
Yes.
Andreas Pereira, but he's been on loan to Brazil and whatever. For a while now.
No fair. Then we move on to Leeds. They've got 2 players from Red Bull Salzburg, where the coach used to be, the American guy. What's his name?
Something Marsh.
Yeah, Jesse Marsh.
Yeah, something. It's Jesse Marsh. I think so. But he signed Brendan Aronson, Rasmus Christensen, Mark Rocha from Bayern Munich, Darko Gabia from Manchester City, Tyler Adams from Red Bull Leipzig, Sonny Perkins, and Luis Sinistera. Great talent from Feyenoord. I think these are good signings for them. They can help them actually improve. I think from where they were in relegation battle, so these are decent. Any word from you guys about this?
Yeah, it's good signings. He's probably signing players that are going to work hard. As you said, it's 2 former players that he used to, from the club he used to manage. So we'll see how it goes, man. Yeah.
We're leaving Leicester. Leicester have done nothing. They've just let go of people. And we touch on Liverpool. Fabio Carvalho, Darwin Núñez, and Calvin Ramsey from Aberdeen.
Calvin Ramsey's a good season signing.
No, Calvin from Aberdeen.
Yeah.
That 16-year-old right back.
Yeah, he looked decent from the games that I've seen.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying he's a starter. I'm saying it's a decent signing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're praising guys from Aberdeen. Like you're a hard man.
Now I've seen random things, like, you know, when you just pop into a Celtic game because you're bored.
I think Darwin was 100 million.
Yeah, and he's not worth a penny of that.
80 or something.
So
100 because he said I'll never spend 100.
Oh, sure.
Klopp, and he did. Yeah.
So-
Bum ass niggas.
the world of football has changed.
Don't give him
No,
excuses.
man, but 100 is Jack Grealish and he's the record.
Okay, it's close to there. Who knows?
Yeah,
Nah, I
it
don't
was
think
80.
I don't think it's pounds.
It
It's
was
euros.
maybe 100 million euros, yeah.
Do you guys think he'll be worth it, or do you think just time will tell?
No.
Actually, no player will be worth 100 million.
No.
Yeah, I think he'll be a good signing, and the beauty is he doesn't have to even be a good signing this season.
Yeah, I think they do. They have
Not
they-
with his first touch.
his first touch is atrocious. Are they gonna start putting
I haven't
Timberland
seen- I
boots on
haven't
him?
seen
We'll
They
see,
might.
I guess.
No, they won't. He's not black.
All right, Manchester City. They've brought in Erling Haaland, Stefan Ortega Moreno, and Calvin Phillips. In terms of signings, how do you feel about that?
I think it'll be good. It's a big change for them, obviously. I mean, that's a number 9 and number 9 in Erling Haaland. Calvin Phillips really replaces Fernandinho, but very good player. So
I think Ortega is going to be a backup goalkeeper because they're sending the American goalkeeper on loan. He needs game time.
Yeah, but I'm really wondering what Man City have got planned, guys. Like, they let go of a lot of players and have not really done much.
Haaland.
I said they haven't done much. Yes, they have one great signing. They let go of 3-4 quality players.
Okay.
They let go of Sterling, Jesus, Zinchenko, and you just got Haaland.
And Alvarez.
I don't care about that nigga.
Oh, Julian Alvarez.
I haven't
But
seen
yeah,
him
he was officially a City player from January, so
Oh, sure.
yeah.
Sure.
So technically 4 players.
You let go 3 winners, basically.
They've
And
got
only
some.
got one bum-ass nigga who hasn't won a trophy yet.
But remember, Pep
I'm
also
playing
trusts,
with Haaland's name, though.
But yes, Pep also trusts his youngsters. I think Cole Palmer from Cole Palmer. There's Liam Delap as well, who Right now, they
besides
haven't.
Foden, many of those youngsters getting game day.
Yeah.
Guys, but if you look at it now, City didn't have a striker. So essentially, the 3 positions up top, they had 6 wingers playing inside, whatever.
Yeah.
Now there's 2 strikers and there's only 4 winger spots. You can let go of Sterling and be okay.
Yeah, but with your boy's injury record,
Hey,
with Haaland's injury record,
then there's the Alvarez. I get you. Jesus would have been probably better to keep him. Jesus, I also don't understand why they didn't go unless he wants to play.
They're gonna slot what's his name in. I mean, false 9 used to be Mahrez.
Yeah, and you don't even need one anymore. You've got 2 strikers now.
Exactly. Yeah.
we shall see. Hey, this is going to be an exciting season, man. But they're just trying to balance the books. Watch them go crazy next summer.
Yeah, I think so. But they've had a good squad for many years. Then we move on to your team, Uncle Kingdon.
Yeah.
We've got Manchester United signing Tyrell Malacia, Christian Eriksen, and Lisandro Lopez. Oh yes, the centre back.
Martinez.
Lisandro Martinez. Sorry. No, I said Lopez. It's very racist. Yes. From those signings, do you think that they filled in some crucial gaps?
I think those are very good signings, but not enough. Right?
Yeah.
If you look at how many players United lost, those are good signings, but not enough. But what I like is where they're plugging in.
Yeah.
United defense, Lisandro Martinez. He is a very good centre back. Very, 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 very good on the ball.
Yeah.
Which helps United play. That's an issue they've had. Malacia's new age fullback.
Yeah.
So I like that. Christian Eriksen is one of the most creative players you've seen in the last however many years in the Prem. He even went to Inter. You still know him from the Prem.
Yeah.
He did well at Inter too.
All right. So high praise for Christian Eriksen there.
Yeah, I like him.
Uncle Curtis, any word?
We're talking about Spurs.
No, United.
Okay. I don't talk about bum-ass teams, though. I'm playing with Lucas's name. It's decent signings. Eriksen is a good signing. I'm not sure if his heart will be able to take the intensity, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think that's
the centre back. That could be a tricky one. As much as he's a good centre back in England, it could be a very tricky one.
His size.
Yeah, he is the shortest centre back. I'm not sure how he's going to do against Chris Wood. You know, Chris Wood is going over there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how his jump is. This is not like in European football where you can tiki-taka your way out of certain things.
Yeah.
England, they're going to be roughing that man up. So
No, that brother's Argentinian. He's aggressive as fuck. It's just
height-wise.
whatever. But just in the air, it's a different game.
But we shall see. We shall see.
Do you need anything else?
United.
Yeah,
Definitely. If you look at how many players we've lost, right? We need attackers. Right now in the preseason is Marcus Rashford, Martial, and Sancho. Right? Rashford last season, what are we saying? Martial, we sent him out on loan. Sancho didn't show us anything. Now they're scoring goals in preseason. We're excited. No, we still need attackers.
Don't be excited.
I'm happy if they work, but outside of them, you're playing youngsters. Who's underneath them? You lost so many players.
No,
So
not enough leadership in that team for me. Not enough leadership.
good young players.
All right. No fair. Then from Newcastle, we've got Alex Murphy from Galloway United. Nick Pope joins in the squad as goalkeeper. Matt Target actually returns. Yeah, Matt Target. He was on loan there. It's now permanent.
Yeah.
Sven Botman, hot talent that everyone's been wanting from Lille, goes to Newcastle. And Charlie MacArthur from Kilman, wherever. He's there. Newcastle, do you think these are some solid signings?
Decent signings. Decent.
I mean,
Not shooting the lights out.
no, that's what I'm saying. It looks like they're just trying to solidify their squad.
Yeah. So to me, that Matt Target one, I'm looking at that one and I'm saying, okay, what's the coach's name? The Bournemouth guy.
Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe. It's a very British signing now, but remember you have, what's the boy on the right? Trippier.
Yeah.
Who can cross. Matt Target who can cross, and who's the striker they signed?
Chris Wood.
Darcy.
Just bombing it in.
Darcy top
Yeah.
8. Darcy top 8.
You can
We
see
shall
what
see.
they're trying to do. Yeah, it should be interesting. Then we'll touch on Nottingham Forest. I'm not going to.
Please don't talk about any more bum ass teams, though.
No. That's why I say Nottingham Forest. I'm just going to talk about the highlight, the big names. I think it's Jesse Lingard coming in on a free. Wayne Hennessy, Neco Williams.
They got Nico Williams loan or
I think Neco Williams I think that's a transfer. Dean Henderson comes in as well as the goalie.
Dean Henderson is a decent signing.
Yeah. So those are the names I'm looking at. They signed some guy called Omar Richards from Bayern. I think that might be a loan.
Guys, you know what we can celebrate? Liverpool stopped fleecing these other clubs by selling them players who've never played a Premier League game for 30 million.
No, I must say
I think clubs have learned.
I'll have to
Stop
look
believing
at
the Liverpool hype.
I'll have to look at the Neco Williams one. I see there's details. I'll just click out of curiosity to see how much they fleeced them. But I think it should be a loan.
But there's some good players to get on. I don't know. They won the championship now. I mean the playoffs. Sorry. Or did they win the league? No, they won the playoffs.
I don't know, dog.
No. Isn't playoffs?
Fulham won the league. Fulham won the league.
Oh, yes.
Mitrovic did what he does in the championship. He devastated.
So Bournemouth came through
Second. Yes. These guys.
Yes.
And I think they might have finished 6th in that playoff or something like that. Very good end to the season or something like that. So it's I mean,
it's a good return for a historical team. So.
It's a permanent switch
Oh, it's a permanent. Okay.
to Nottingham Forest. Let me see how much they fleeced him for.
Okay, we'll touch on Southampton. I'm not.
You guys continue talking.
Nah, I'm not going to talk about Southampton. There's a bunch of nobodies here. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, it's a squad fillers basically.
Yeah.
But well done to you guys. Then we've got Tottenham. Ivan Perisic on a free. Fraser Foster from Sunderland.
$20 million.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
He had a decent amount of games. At least they're not charging 25 for Ryan Brewster.
That was ridiculous. So Fraser Foster comes in on a free. Yves Basuma, Richarlison, Tyrell Askrat, Josh Keeley, Clement Lenglet from Barca on loan, and Jed Spence.
It's a good window, man.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Decent window. I want to say good.
No, that's decent.
It's a decent, not a good window.
You're building up a nice squad here.
What do you mean building up with Perisic in your team?
Hey?
That man is
Wing back.
at 35 years old.
Ejo, Victor Moses was a star under Conte.
I hear you, but this is the Premier League and you flipping old.
Was he not winning? What was he doing at Bayern? He was at Bayern 1 year, 2 years ago. As old as he was on loan also.
At Inter.
Bayern,
Killing it.
At Bayern, the last 9 league champions
And then went back to Inter and killed again.
that win the league every year in March. Don't bring up Bayern. Don't bring up Bayern.
Bringing up good teams which he played in.
He played him, but
I'm hater ass though.
You still have to get picked, dog.
2 years from now, what's he gonna?
Gnabry is there, dog. You still need to put that nigga on the bench sometimes.
I hear you, but it's Bayern, dog. Like it's not like he was ripping trees out.
But let's
Okay, I get you.
I believe those are decent names to fill up a squad.
Okay, fine. Perisic has got 2 years on him max. Right? Who's the other player?
Bissouma.
Basuma is a very good signing. The other player?
Richarlison.
Richarlison. He's a bum ass nigga.
Richarlison next
Clement
to Kane
Lenglet.
and Kane and what? Richarlison next to Kane and Son.
I think it'll make things interesting.
We'll see, but he was a bum ass nigga.
Richarlison and Kane, I want to see that.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But he
Then
was a
Clement
bum ass
Lenglet, I think
Very good side.
from a defensive point of view, he'll sort the back out.
On the ball.
Yeah.
On the ball. That left foot.
Joe never signed Barca rejects.
Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's a good player, but I think for Spurs and the position that they're in,
For their level of football, yes.
yeah, not even that. I think for the position that they're in, they can actually get a play. He's a French international. He's a World Cup winner. So
No,
it should
that
be
transfer window doesn't excite me. Besides Basuma, maybe Richarlison.
yeah, but he's trying to sort out the squad. I mean, he made most of the signings last season.
We shall see.
Then we've got West Ham. Yeah, nothing really interesting. I
So
think
wait, Kulashevsky or whatever. Is he gone back?
still on loan. They got him
He's
on
still
loan.
on loan.
They got him
Oh,
on
he's
loan.
still there.
So his loan,
Was 18 months. Or
they've
something.
extended the loan. His
Sure.
loan was in January, so it was meant. No, it was meant to end now.
But basically, he's still at Spurs this
Yes,
season.
he's still on
Okay.
Spurs. So they
You
have
know,
the option.
you know he's an Arsenal fan too.
Oh yes, yeah, but
He said he wants to play for us one day.
yes, there's actually an interview.
Where he said, he's like, I can't talk about which club I love. I was like, I love it.
So yeah, I think West Ham. Alfonso Areolas is now a permanent deal, and I think West Ham's looking to sign Scamacca, the young prospect from Italy.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think West Ham don't really need.
They needed a striker.
They needed a striker.
Yeah,
man.
that's what I was saying. They don't really need anyone else but a striker. Their squad was.
West Ham just has to freshen up things at least with one new signing every season.
West Ham needed somebody up top with Mikel Antonio.
Yeah.
Because that man's been running the channels by himself. Put someone next to him, share the goals.
Yeah. Sorry. And then for the final team, it's Wolves. They've bought Nathan Collins from Burnley. Let go of a lot of guys, but yeah. I think that wraps up all the teams. Just final remarks before we actually wrap up. Who do you think has had the more impressive transfer season? Let me start with King Don here.
The most impressive transfer season right now, I'm saying City or Liverpool. City.
Most impressive.
Most impressive
So you're saying
is probably Spurs.
okay. So that's
This guy is a closeted Spurs fan. Don't get it twisted.
No, I'm saying guys, if we look at the number of signings that are going into your starting 11,
I don't think besides Basuma, I don't think that squad improves massively.
from a squad point of view, I have to disagree with you.
yeah, I'm
Starting
just saying
11.
who's made their squad
No,
better.
you said squad.
Okay, I don't think it's improved massively.
No, starting 11 is different.
I don't think Perisic is gonna pull up trees in the Premier League. He was playing in Italy. That league is slow. He's not running up and down like in the Premier League. He's gonna die. Basuma will do what he does. Cool. Put him next to that other guy who's a defensive guy. Who say that?
Forsberg or something.
Langley, he's French. He did nothing at Barca. That's another. Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying it's not much.
I think
to
it's
be
a good
better than
backup
Eric
because-
Dyer. He's
That's what I was going to say. It's a good backup. They were playing that other Davies.
I hear you, but
Yeah.
I'm looking at the squad.
He's not taking Tierney out of position or Gabriel. He's taking Eric Dyer.
I hear you.
That's what I'm
What
saying.
I'm
For
saying-
the amount of notches.
I hear you, but it doesn't improve Spurs much. Spurs are still going to be heavily reliant on Son and Kane. You hardly improve the squad.
Yeah. For me, I'll be biased and I'll say Arsenal's actually had a good transfer season.
Very,
Yeah.
very, very, very.
Yeah,
very.
I'll be biased. I didn't want to be biased, but looking at it, they've brought in the right type of players who are going to fit in, and you can see, like, even though I think Jesus is the only starter we've brought in, but most of them are gonna fill in roles that
Zinchenko?
Not really.
I think for now, I think he won't slot in ahead of Tierney. I think Tierney is a prospective club captain. So
Isn't your
Zinchenko,
captain going to be Odegaard?
it is Odegaard, but I'm just saying, these days they don't just have one guy. They have like a brain trust almost.
Yeah.
Of players that they're gonna, have the discussions with the coach and all that. So I do believe that Zinchenko is going to come in. He's going to be very crucial in our European fight.
Okay.
Yes. Same as Fabio Vieira, all those young players, like all those squad roles we've brought in. They're going to make sure that everything goes all right. So that's why I do believe that, Arsenal's had a decent transfer. But I do understand what you mean when you say, like, you consider teams like Liverpool and City.
I actually want to now change my answer and agree with you, because remember, like I was saying with Spurs, is the amount of players that go into the 11.
Yeah.
And I'm actually thinking for Arsenal, it actually is that.
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying in terms of Tierney might play ahead of But I think Zinchenko starts. He can even take a Chaka position.
That's what I was gonna say.
So that's why I'm like, he starts. Jesus starts. Sorry, you were gonna say what?
I was gonna say maybe he might take Chaka's spot a lot more often.
I think he just added for squad rotation better because
Saliba
starts.
Oh yes, Saliba
starts.
comes back
at some point.
Yes,
I don't think he starts the season in the lineup unless at right back.
The way he was killing the
No, Ben White goes to right back.
Oh.
Yeah. So Ben White's been playing right back. Saliba and Gabriel have been playing centre backs.
Yeah.
And it's preseason, but they look like a better Saliba.
So hence why I said it. Then we still got Tomayasu, but it works out because dog, there's tons of European games we're going to be playing. Yeah. But yeah, I think we can leave it there. We've actually brassed on
pay
most of the
Banyana more
at
national level, but go support them.
No. Sponsors must jump in. I mean,
no, sponsors jump in where they make money, dog.
Eh?
Sponsors jump in where they make money.
Nah, bro. I mean, MTN,
They must just treat them like influencers, and then
but dog, I'm a corporate. I jump in where I make money. I can't give you money not to make me money. I'm not a charity.
But I do believe that there's a potential to make money. That's what I'm saying.
Who's the market?
Eh?
Who's the market?
That's a good point. The market needs to be identified.
Yeah, and there's no market because the market is old Kasi men who watch chill and watch their games.
Yes.
Nobody wants those guys.
Yes.
Unless it's Black Label.
Yeah. No, I get you. Maybe Castle jumps in. Castle Premiership. Yo, that sounds like a strong...
I get what you're saying, but they should be paid more. But I'm just saying, guys, go watch it, man. Go, women, go watch it, dog. Yeah. I'm not. I love Arsenal Football Club and only Arsenal Football Club.
All right, guys, I think we can leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Nothing But Football. We appreciate having you here. Be sure to catch us as well. I think this is the final sort of preseason week, and then we're going to be going full throttle as soon as the season starts. We're going to go back to our normal chats. So thank you for joining us. Any other remarks that you guys have? I don't know. Your sign-off phrases, your weird comments about random things.
Sadate.
All right. Sadate. I have no clue what that means.
Does that sound pretty dang nice?
Oh, you've thought about this, haven't you? Uncle Curtis?
Lucas is not taller than me, dog.
All right. No, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Cheers.
All right.
Calling.